Well, good evening and all that. I only know one chorus song, so I'll get it out of the way to start off with. And it'd be nice if you could join in, because I feel like a foreigner. It's an American folk song by a little old black lady called Elizabeth Cotton, who sort of invented claw picking years ago. And it's a funny little song. I don't know the sort of what the words mean or anything. I think she had a rap with her neighbours. But the chorus goes, for those that are interested: oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. It's just that I'm living very high. Sorry about this. But where's he going? I'll have to do it all again now. Sweet. Just don't remember the chorus. Anybody else want to get up? There's this old woman running round this old town, keeps on telling those lies on me. And I wish to God that old woman was dead. She keeps on telling those lies on me. There's a chorus. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, that ain't no lie. It's just that I'm living very high. Try again. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, that ain't no lie. It's just that I'm living very high. I've been all around this whole wide world, and I've just got back today. And I'll work all the week, honey, give it all to you. Oh baby, what more can I say except that? Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, that ain't no lie. It's just that I'm living very high. You keep on asking me why I went away. Oh baby, please don't ask no more, 'cause it should be enough that I've come back to you, and I'll still need you, and that's for sure. I'll tell ya, oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. It's just that I'm living very high. There's this old woman running round this old town, keeps on telling those lies on me. And I wish to Christ that old woman was dead. She keeps on telling those lies on me. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. It's just that I'm living very high. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. Oh baby, it ain't no lie. It's just that I'm living very high. I wish I knew some more chorus songs where you could all join in. You want what? Can you come and sit farther down the front? I think. Oh Christ! Where's everyone going? Where was I? I like to sing a nice sad song now. This is a love song. There's all kinds of love songs. There's happy love songs and sad love songs. This is a song about unrequited love, which is a kind of I'm used to. You find that as you get older, more and more your love gets unrequited. And that's a bloody shame, because I can requite just as good as anybody else. This is you probably know this song. This song's called Willie Moore. Where are you going? This was originally a Scots song, so I'm told, and then it went to America, then it went up to Canada. And it's a song about this girl called Annie who falls in love with this character called Willie. And Annie takes Willie home so that her parents can look him over. But they don't reckon Willie at all. And they tell Willie where to go. So Annie commits suicide and Willie dies of a broken heart. That's about the draggiest song that was ever written. But it's a nice story, sort of thing. And if you like, you can sort of repeat the last line of every verse. Willie Moore was a king, he was just 21. Courted a maiden so fair, and her eyes was as bright as two diamonds in the night, and raven black was her hair. Raven black was her hair. Willie Moore courted Annie by day and by night. To marry they did agree, but when they went to get her parents' consent, they said that this could never be. They said that this could never be. I love Willie Moore, sweet Annie replied. Love him with all of my heart, and I would sooner die than to weep here and cry, never to be his wife, never to be his wife. That very same night, sweet Annie disappeared. They searched the country all round, and in the little stream that runs through the wood, the body of sweet Annie was found. The body of sweet Annie was found. Sweet Annie's parents, they live all alone, and one mourns, the other cries, in a little green mound outside their cabin door. The body of sweet Annie now lies. The body of sweet Annie now lies. Willie Moore never spake that anyone knew, and soon from his friends did part. And the last was heard of him, he was in Montreal, where he died from a broken heart. He died from a broken heart. Willie Moore was a king, he was just 21, and he courted a maiden so fair, and her eyes was as bright as two diamonds in the night, and raven black was was her hair. God, raven black was her hair. It would be ever so nice and matey if some people could sit just there. Because I don't know whether to turn around here or over there. It's sort of two audiences. Oh, all right. I would like to sing another draggy song. Christ. I used to have a part-time job basking in Leicester Square tube station. That's just what it's like. Lots of comings and goings. I'd like to do a blues now. This is a song by the Reverend Gary Davis, who was at last year's Cambridge Folk Festival. And he's very sort of ancient, and he's very old, very black and very blind. He sits around like a little old prune. Singing the blues all day. And he sings 3 songs all the while. For anyone that's interested, he sings Cocaine Blues, Candyman Blues, and she's funny that way, in that order, incessantly. Even when he's off the stage, because he ain't got nothing else to do. He's about 80, that's all he's got, but he's a lovely old character. And all his songs are about drugs and sex and drink, and all the best things in life. That's my favourite song. It's one who was rescued from the edge of the pit himself. It's this beautiful song. It's very, very sad too. Yeah, again, I think. Cocaine's for horses, but it ain't for men. The doc sees you dying, but it won't say when. Cocaine is all around my brain. Hey baby, won't you come here quick? This old cocaine's making me sick. Cocaine is all around my brain. For those of you who know this, if you'd like to join in these sort of appropriate parts, no mass hysteria or anything, you know. Gonna see my baby, she's all dressed in blue. Hey baby, what you gonna do? Okay, it's all around my brain. Gonna come my baby, she's all dressed in white. Hey baby, gonna stay all night. Okay, it's all around my brain. Hey baby, won't you come here quick? This old cocaine's making me sick. Okay, it's all around my brain. Gonna come my baby, she's all dressed in green. Hey baby, where the hell you been? Okay, it's all around my brain. Gonna come my baby, she's all dressed in brown. Hey baby, won't you get him down? Okay, well, it's all around my brain. Hey baby, won't you come here quick? This old cocaine's making me sick. Okay, it's all around my brain. This is a verse that I wrote, a long way from here, in the other direction, where it's warm. When I went to Algeciras, could have catch me a boat, sail over that Gibraltar moat, then shed a tear for Tangier. Hey baby, won't you come here soon? This cocaine's got me riding on the moon. Hashish, that's all I wish. So now cocaine's for horses, but it ain't for me. Doc sees you dying, but he won't tell you when. Cocaine is all around my brain. Hey baby, won't you come here quick? So the cocaine's making me sick. Cocaine is all around my brain. Play the machine. Where you going? You probably recognise this as a 5-string banjo, which has got 5 strings. You find the one that's out of tune and you tune the other 4 into it, usually. There you are, you sod. I learned to play this when I was a child on our ranch. We had a 35,000 acre ranch when I was a child. It was in Shoreditch. I like to play a square dance tune. I don't know what it's called, but if anybody like to dance. I went to a dance about 3 weeks ago, like old times, and like when I was about 18 years ago, when I was all young and curly and attractive. I sorted out the prettiest chick in the place, and I went up to her and I said, I'd like to dance. And she said, go ahead. But this is a square dance tune, and you should have a couple of guitars and a double bass and a mandolin and all that, but I ain't. So if you could imagine them. I don't know what that was called. Well, I've got it around my neck, but I don't usually do this. I like to experiment. I like to do a traditional American song. What was written by a traditional American. I met this traditional American when I was in hospital, actually. He was in the next bed. This in the Hertfordshire Home for the Bewildered. Christ. And this guy had ended up in hospital, had a nasty accident. He'd been playing leapfrog in a nudist camp or something. This is a tune by Duck Watson, who is fantastic. Last year's Cambridge Folk Festival, the year before that, we was all waiting to see Duck Watson, because he's the best guitarist in the world and the best banjo picker and the best harmonica player and the best everything, but he didn't come. Oh Christ. This is why they never really took on in this country, you know. Well, my name is Georgia Buck, ain't never had no luck, and I've always been treated this way, boys. I've always been treated this way, of course. Oh, me, and it's so mine, what's it gonna become of me? Oh, me, and it's so mine, what's it gonna become of me? Well, Georgia Buck is dead, and as he laid on his bed, he said, never let a woman have her way, boys. Never let a woman have her way. 'Cause if you let her have her way, then she'll lead you astray. Don't never let a woman have her way. So my name is Georgia Buck, ain't never had no luck. I've always been treated this way, boys. Always been treated this way. Oh, me, and it's so mine, what's gonna become of me? Oh, me, and it's so mine, what's gonna become of me? Well, George Buck is dead, and the last words he said was, dig me a hole in the ground, boys. Dig me a hole in the ground. Dig me a hole in the ground so my bones won't get found. Dig me a hole in the ground. So my name is Georgia Buck, ain't never had no luck, and I've always been treated this way, boys. I've always been treated this way. Oh, me, and it's so mine, what's gonna become of me? Oh, me, and it's so mine, what's gonna become of me? It's gone, it's falling to pieces. Oh, we've got two more? One more? Two? I'd like to do a children's song. Now, this is my favourite song, this. Everybody likes children's songs except kids, right? That's the truth. If you sing children's songs to kids, you'll die a sickening death. They like sort of pop songs and dirty songs. I used to sing this to my children when they were little. It was a long while ago. I used to hate this song. They didn't like me very much. The last I heard of my boys, they was running a Hertfordshire branch of the Mafia. Excuse me, because I too a smoker. This is a song by one of my best friends, a character called Jeremy Taylor, who was in the South African review, Wait a Minute, and it's a South African song. The South African accent is very similar to mine, which is sort of Cockney Yiddish. It's almost, that's right, it's almost identical. And all right. Oh, good. And this is like a little child of 4, 5, 6 years old when they're just thinking and talking off the top, like they do sometimes. They can say and think some beautiful things. And they can say and think some pretty sordid things too sometimes. Mine could anyway. Someone said to me once, if you want to laugh, go and sit outside your kid's bedroom just before they go to sleep. It's beautiful. And I did. Jesus Christ. Well, I learned the facts of life. That song's called Nasty Spider. I can see a nasty spider creeping up on me. He says he's gonna gobble me up and have me for his tea. Well, he says he will, but he won't. He says he will, but he won't, and I know, 'cause my daddy said so. I called a big brown furry caterpillar, put him in a box one day. He's gonna turn into a butterfly, then he's gonna fly away. I wish that he wouldn't, but he will. I wish that he wouldn't, but he will, and I know, 'cause my teacher said so. Moly, moly, in your holy, what makes you so shy? Please come up and be my friend, please, moly, won't you try? I wish that he would, but he won't. I wish that he would, but he won't, and I know, 'cause my daddy said so. Swallow, swallow, sweep and swallow, flying up so high. I wish that I could come with you, flying to the sky. I wish that I could, but I can't. I wish that I could, but I can't, and I know, 'cause me feathers won't grow. This tune's by an African called, the actual tune, the guitar bit, by a character called Jean Bosco Mwenda, who's as black as rat. And this is sort of Segovia, South Africa. Ladybird, oh ladybird, please fly away back home. Your house is all on fire and your children, they are gone. Ladybird, fly away, ladybird, fly away, away, 'cause your kiddies are gone. I can see a nasty spider creeping up on you. He says he's gonna gobble you up and put you in his stew. And if he says he will, then he will. If he says he will, then he will, and I know, 'cause he told me so. One more? Yeah, do one more. No, come on. I'd like to do an ethnic song, which means sort of from your roots. This is the only traditional song I know really, traditional to me, which is from London. And my mum used to sing this song outside the boozers. She still does if somebody wills her there. A little bit of folklore for those of you that like folklore. The best street fighter in the East End in the early 30s was my mother. That's the truth. That's a fact, and the leading contender was my father. And he was at sort of regular championships. Because the Cockneys, they're not like you Scotch and all that, they don't fight unless they get paid or unless they have to. They used to let the women fight, and they used to make bets, and we used to clean up. Which is just as well, because we lived in the middle of the East End, and my man was a shepherd. This is that's a fact about my mum. She was quite famous, actually. The old man only ever beat her once, and that was when she broke her arm. It's a nice. It hasn't got a chorus, by the way. I fell in love with a fair young maid that in Camden did reside, and I did live in Shoreditch, which was a 1 and 4penny ride. But there was a fly in the ointment, as you very soon will perceive, 'cause although I loved her oh so well, she loved a Portuguese. One night I saw them together, and I opened my mouth to speak, but the sight I saw before me made me shut my mouth up quick. For they was a-sitting there, laughing and holding hands, and he was a-seducing over with pints of baby sham. He was a nasty piece of work, Gonzales was his name. And there he was a-dallying with the honour of my dame. So I resolved to kill him, though I knew it was a sin, 'cause I didn't like Portuguese in general, and in particular I didn't like him. I followed him back to his lodgings, that was in Millwall thereabouts, and I followed him up an alley and I turned him inside out. I muttered jealous oaths and things, and I bashed him black and blue, and I lifted up a manhole cover and I bunged him down the sewer. When she heard what I had done, she made my poor life hell. So just for the sake of peace and quiet, I done her in as well. And now I'm up before the beak to answer for me crime. He says, I don't like what you did first off, my son, but I'll forgive you second time. Now love and jealousy are dangerous passions, and I should not have intermixed them. I wish I'd have been much wiser, 'cause now I languish here in Brixton. And all for the love of a fair young maid that in Camden did reside. Yes, all for the love of a fair young maid, I got 30 years inside. Sammy is a particular friend of mine. He's probably my best friend, and he comes from Tobago. And when he first came over about 3 years ago, he was always crabbing because it was freezing cold and he didn't like it at all. and nobody loved him, and he wanted to go back home, and all this. And he taught me a traditional tune which comes from Tobago. And some of the things that Sammy said, I tried to put to this tune. Back in Tobago I hear him tell old Mother England she loves you well. She welcomes you like one of her own. My God, if only I'd known. On this reason cold this time of the year, Mama, I don't think I like it here. He was always going to write this letter home to his old black mum, but he never got around to it because he can't write. I come from sunshine into the rain, you'll never hear me complain. But when they frown, cause my skin is brown, woman that bring me down. The most I've seen of this country so far is in the Ministry of Labour. And it's freezing cold this time of the year, Mama, I don't think I like it here. They say we're eating kitty cats, we're too damn lazy and things like that. Tell us that women are not for us and go back home we must. And all the doors slamming in my face, don't think I like this place. And I ain't gonna take too much of this, Mama, I'm getting prejudiced. I did a cabaret a couple of months ago at Mayfair. Got 35 bob for 4 hours. And sitting just about where you are, there was this right beautiful bird. There was all the candles and the cut glass and all this stuff, and there's this sort of Nigel with no chin sitting opposite. and she says this bloke, Tarquin, she said. She said, Tarquin, what do you think of the coloured people? She said it much better than that, actually. What do you think of the coloured people? And Tarquin said, well, they're first class. They're tip-top. 100%. He said, I think everyone should have one. So I got out and I never got paid. But starting Monday I'm drawing my pay, working for the British Railway. I will end up on there. And in the school playground I see black and pink kids playing happily. And I'm feeling very glad, cause I found that some of them ain't so bad. And the sun shone yesterday, so I think, well, maybe I'll stay. And it's getting warmer this time of the year, Mama, maybe I like it here. Yes, it's getting warmer this time of the year, Mama, maybe I like it here. I usually do loads of calypsos, but I can't think of any at the moment. But I do a song now. This is Davey Graham's favourite song. It's called the Seven Gypsies. I don't know whether you know it, but it's one of these families of songs about gypsies where the highborn lady who lives with a lord in a beautiful castle with all lovely clothes and all this stuff sees a gypsy and that's it, she chugs off with him. And it's a load of saliva because I can't feel I don't think it's ever happened in all of history that anyone would be stupid enough to chug off with someone with sort of earrings and blackheads and... But there's dozens of songs about this ragtime gypsy lark. Makes a nice story though. Seven gypsies stood in a row and they sang so sweetly through the air. And they sang so sweet, so very, very sweet, that they won the heart of a lady fair. She looked down from her castle high, smiling on them gypsies oh. Then a jealous thought came into her mind, she would follow the dark-eyed gypsies oh. Her husband he came home from work, inquiring for his lady oh. I'm afraid, said the old kitchen maid, that she's gone with the dark-eyed gypsies oh. So he rode east, then he rode west, until he came to the farmer's door. Cried, farmer, farmer, tell me the truth, have you seen the dark-eyed gypsy oh? Ride on, the farmer cried, down to yonder valley oh, and there you will find your own true bride, in the arms of a dark-eyed gypsy oh. Will you give up your lord, he said, will you forsake your baby son, and will you sleep on the cold, cold ground, in the arms of a dark-eyed gypsy oh. I'll give up my lord, she said, then I'll forsake my baby son, and I'll eat of the grass, then I'll drink of the dew, then I'll sleep with the dark-eyed gypsy oh. This is a song by a mate of mine. He's a mate of everybody's who ever met him. It's a character called Derrol Adams. I don't know whether any of you have heard of Derrol Adams, but he's the most beautiful man that God ever put breath into. He's about 40 and he looks about 80, and he's all debauched and hairy. And Derrol Adams drinks 3 bottles of whiskey a day, sometimes 4. And if you ever get a chance to go and see Derrol Adams, then take it, because you ain't got long. He can snuff it pretty soon. And he wrote Portland Town, which is where he comes from, which is a beautiful, simple song. So anti-war and all that. Daryl's a beautiful, simple sort of bloke, in a nice way. I used to do this on a banjo until I heard Daryl do it on a banjo, so now I don't know guitar. I was born in Portland Town, I was born in Portland Town. Yes I was, yes I was, yes I was. And I got married in Portland Town, I got married in Portland Town. Yes I did, yes I did, yes I did. And I had children 1, 2, 3, I had children 1, 2, 3. Yes I did, yes I did, yes I did. Jimmy and Johnny and Sam made 3, Jimmy and Johnny and Sam made 3. Yes they did, yes they did, yes they did. kids all 1, 2, 3. Killed my kids all 1, 2, 3. Yes they did, yes they did, yes they did. Now I ain't got no kids no more. I ain't got no kids no more. No I ain't, no I ain't, no I ain't. And I won't have no kids no more. I won't have no kids no more. No I won't, no I won't, no I won't. No I won't have no kids no more, so they can drag them off to war. No I won't, no I won't, no I won't. Cause they murdered my boys all 1, 2, 3. Murdered my boys all 1, 2, 3. Yes they did, yes they did, yes they did. I was born in Portland town. I was born in Portland town. Yes I was, yes I was, yes I was. This is I like to sing a French song now in the language of French. Does anybody speak French in the audience? Oh, that's good. In case there is, I'll sing this in a very rare French dialect. This particular dialect I only speak in northeastern Patagonia. And this Frenchman came. I claim the £5. This Frenchman came to this country to learn English, but he was as thick as treacle, and he only ever learned 2 words because he heard them so often, especially from birds. And he came to regard these words as signs of affection and bonhomie and all this. And he really liked the English. He really dug it, especially in London, and he thought it was great. Promenade dans la rue, toutes les femmes disent pécho. Avec mon parapluie sur mon bras, toutes les femmes disent pécho. Les chansons des oiseaux, j'aime beaucoup. Je suis heureuse quand je traverse la rue. Et je souris, je retourne à vous. Et toutes les femmes disent pécho. Last verse. Au long de Shaftesbury Avenue, toutes les femmes disent pécho. This is quite subtle, this next bit, for all you French students. Et tu les hommes sont mon bon ami, et tu les hommes disent pécho. And they'll say that they have me a bond, à Cockfosters, et la rue de Beauspont. Paddington, Houston, all stations beyond. Elles disent, oh, for Christ's sake. Is it the last one?
And go.
No, do it. What, do just one? Do it. Alright.
If you don't, sorry.
I like to do some scintillating stuff on a banjo, but I ain't got time.
I said that to that was.
Oh, that's
something.
What about throwing me own to do, you know? I always do my own at the end. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's a shame that. I thought we went on to 11:15.
Yeah.
Well, alright.
Officially half past 10.
I'll end up with... I'll end up with what they call a basher. And I love it. Oh, sorry, where's my finger picks? Oh, I've been raped. Oh Christ, I lost my finger picks. No, that's a film pick. Oh. A couple of years ago, I was fortunate enough to do a concert with Jesse Fuller, who probably some of you heard of, most of you heard of. He's an old black cat. They call him Lone Cat, Jesse Fuller. And Jesse is 73, and probably as most of you know, he plays a 12-string guitar, and he's got this harness around his neck with a kazoo and a harmonica and a microphone, gramophone, and a microphone. And he plays a cymbal with his left foot. This is truth. And he plays this weirdest thing you ever see with your right foot. With a load of pedals on, and it sounds like a double bass. And it sounds like a Procol Harum all by itself. And I'd like to do one of his songs, and it's a nice chorus thing. Not a sort of traditional or anything, I'm afraid. It's sort of fast blues thing. And the chorus goes like this. I'll learn it to you, teach it to you. Take it slow and easy if you want to get along with me. Take it slow and easy, cause it's as easy as it can be. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons. If you double cross me, it's an act of treason. Take it slow and easy if you want to get along with me. Right? I taught this song to an ex-girlfriend of mine who was a ballet dancer, but she got a set because she was bow-legged then. When she'd done a pirouette, she looked like an egg beater. Right, 1 minute. Take it slow and easy if you want to get along with me. Take it slow and easy, cause it's as easy as it can be. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons if you double cross me. It's an act of treason. Take it slow and easy if you want to get along with me. Take it slow and easy if you want to get along with me. Take it slow and easy, cause it's as easy as it can be. Cause I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons if you double cross me. It's an act of treason. Take it slow and easy if you want to get along with me. I love you, baby, I'll tell you the reason why. You got that certain kind of look in your eye. And when I first met you, you was nice and sweet. But now you walk the street just like a cop on the beat. Lay down, baby, and take your rest. I'm gonna call you in the morning. Want you to do your best because I'm asking you, why do you do me like you do? I double do love you. Of course. Take it slow and easy if you wanna get along with me. But alright. Take it slow and easy, cause it's as easy as it can be. Cause I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons if you double cross me. It's an act of treason. Take it slow and easy if you wanna get along with me. The way you act, you ought to be ashamed. You make people think that you're gone insane. With the dishes in the sink and the pile of dirty clothes, you run around town with a bunch of wine notes. I call you in the morning and you couldn't eat a bite, cause you're drinking too much wine and it's taking your appetite. And so I'm asking you, why do you do me like you do? I double do love you. Chorus. Take it slow and easy if you wanna get along with me. Take it slow and easy, cause it's as easy as it can be. Cause I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons if you double cross me. It's an act of treason. Take it slow and easy if you wanna get along with me. Once more. Take it slow and easy if you wanna get along with me. Louder. Take it slow and easy, cause it's as easy as it can be. Cause I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6